Hello everybody, Robert Bodden with WrungNeck Decoy. Here's my take on ShotKam.
To WrungNeck Decoy. On this video we're going to focus on ShotKam. And ShotKam was a device that I needed to film the new WrungNeck motion floater and capture that motion, and then also film and get footage of the 16 different species of waterfowl that we shot over this decoy in the first year of use. So one of the things that happened when we were using the device is it was able to show me some shooting flaws and bad shot selection that I was into. So I just thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to share this with my fellow waterfowl hunters and see if it'll help you, but it'll definitely add another dimension to your hunting. So you might ask, well, what's a WrungNeck decoy? If you want to see more of that motion and the birds that we shot, just go to the video brand Baja Goose Hunt and you'll be able to see that. But what a WrungNeck decoy is it's a motion floater where the head and neck assembly, it reacts to the waves and the wind and creates a natural motion. And so what it does is it breaks the 2,000-year-old inherent problem with decoys where everything is statuesque. So we'll back up here. You guys can laugh at my rudimentary carving because this is my handiwork. But I just use this as an example so I don't have to show you a manufacturer's decoy and talk bad about it. But what happened is in the early 1900s, archaeologists went into a cave in Nevada and they pulled out a bunch of our native brothers' artifacts, and what they had in there was a canvasback decoy made out of reeds. And so when you took that canvasback decoy that they made and put it in the water, it's the same flotation that you'd find if you went to the retail outlets and bought a floating decoy. So this concept breaks that mold. So coming up in the video then, we'll talk about how the ShotKam helped me.
So we'll start off with the cat clip. This is going to show the effectiveness of the WrungNeck Decoy motion. What we're trying to do with the ShotKam is match that motion up to the approaching decoying birds. And we found out early that it was kind of hard to make the right shot to get that footage. Needed some ambiance on this just to make myself feel better because that was some pathetic waterfowling. What happened, I had these birds coming right into my face and they just overwhelmed me. So I came out of my mount and then tried to have the shot pan out a little bit easier. And by the time I did that, these birds were out of range. My first barrel got a little bit of the pattern on the duck, but the second barrel, it was practically worthless. So I took this footage back home, chastised myself, told myself I need to do things a little bit more like a Major League Baseball hitter. Good examples would be a Mike Trout or a Daniel Murphy, highly skilled hitters that have perfected their swing, and they make sure that they stay with that swing. When a pitcher is trying to ride in on them on a fastball, they'll just stick with the program and they'll tomahawk that fastball before it even has a chance to come in and ride in on him. That's the way you got to approach a shot with the duck coming right in your face. So thank you, ShotKam. You gave me a prime opportunity to shoot a bird right over with the WrungNeck Decoy, and I blew it. But I was determined not to let that happen again. So I told myself on the next opportunity like this, I'm going to put that gun barrel right on the barrel and pull the trigger, stay within my mount, tomahawk these birds before they even get to me. So I ended up making a correction and taking these birds head on. So this Merg, That's everything that we were after as far as footage. The only thing we lack there is a WrungNeck Decoy in the water, and when this ripple comes off this merganser, it would have hit that WrungNeck Decoy and made the head and neck move, and we would have had some great footage. But I was happy that I was starting to shoot the way I needed to with this camera. Also, when you make shots like these, it's more ethical. You're going to take that bird right out. They're going to be very easy to find for your retriever. And then your second shot, look how closer that is than what happened on the pintail. Another area that ShotKam helped me is spotting double tap opportunities. That's a shot that I really love to do, and sometimes I'd mess that up. So I'm waiting for a couple of birds to bunch up right here, and they do. And I take the shot, and I get one. And the thing's coming down, and I should be on that bird, and I'm getting distracted by the rest of the flock, and I should be shooting this guy right here, and I passed it up. By the time I realized my mistake, tried to get on him, shoot him too late, missed the shot on the second barrel, and that bird caused me all kinds of problems. To use another sports analogy, if the great Chicago Bear Dick Butkus was able to have a running back stood up like this snow goose, he would have plowed him. And I remember when I was a little kid and watching the NFL, I knew nothing about football, but I'd be glued to the television set watching for number 51 and wanted to find out who he was going to dial up next. That's the approach you got to take on this type of shot. I also recommend taking your finishing shot before the bird gets down to the frag level. I ended up blowing a frag top and somehow was able to hit this bird. Additionally, ShotKam will help you on lead. It'll help you to get your head wrapped around how far you got to be in front of some of these birds. And one of the most difficult ones to kill, I think, is a ruddy duck, like this dollar duck here. They fly very fast when they're up and moving. Here's Shaky bringing one into me, but you really got to get the lead out in front of them. So this clip coming up will show that. Got the barrel out front, and look at how fast this bird eats up the lead. Boom, takes him out right there. But that's what this camera will do. You'll get the footage back, you'll review your shot, and you'll figure out, wow, I didn't know I needed to be out there. So glad to get a ruddy duck. They're good. That's why they call them a dollar duck, is because they fetched more money than a canvasback back in the day, in the market gunning days. So good duck to get. Take care of him in the kitchen. You'll love him. So here's a regular speed just to kind of show you how fast that happened. Well, that's actually quarter speed. Ultimate goal with ShotKam use then is to capture this motion, shoot the birds and follow them right down on top of the decoy. And in that way we're going to prove the effectiveness of the WrungNeck, and that it is a device that's going to cut down on the circling of the birds. They're going to drop their legs and come right in.